Brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Check that out. Check me out. Tight dog. Tight dog. Squeeze. Out.
Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Jackson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Well, Trent, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Watch out.
This time Jackson will throw it. And an alley to run. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Glass, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Goodwin able to haul it in. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the whip. Hey, nickel. 49, check 49, check 49. Go. Check motion. On the ball, let it go.
From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Let's go, tackle.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. Dancing to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
56. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Yes! Let's get off the field. 50. Ready.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down now, McFarland. And some room to work. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 29 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Check. Go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. We got to get the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
On third down, Jackson. Open man has got one. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Watch the pass.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper as they are now on the board here in the first half. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. And they give this time to the tailback. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On third down, McFarland. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Matchbox, right, Delta. 56 is the mic. 56 is the mic.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Jim Chopper.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready? Hey. Watch twist. Watch twist. H3, 2, 18. Chopper. Mike, one. I'm coming. Watch exit. Twist. Yep. On the rep. Let's go right here. Here we go. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. I got you. Set, go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Let's go.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Nah.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Flowers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's checking, he's checking. Crash.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Jackson throwing on fourth down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, McFarland. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check 9. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Any weapon.
Jackson now. Man open, it's Goodwin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
That's what I'm talking about. Not
Makes it 3rd and 9.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jackson on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Safety's creeping. Watch the safety creep. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Quick dash, quick dash. Get up, go.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 on. Down to lose one.
On first down, McFarland. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Got it? 6. Mike, 56, right there, 56. 61, matchbox, right. 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And his kick is good. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game, his third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Shift. Watch the shift. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Short. No. Staying open.
Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Godwin, 70 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and